The biggest project you have in your life is working on yourself. There's nothing that's more powerful that can change your life like working on yourself. Work on yourself and become a better you. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have a special guest by the name of Tabang Nagebi, and we'll just be in conversation, about what we said the last time. The last time he was here, we spoke about the things that we suggest that young people can do to start being productive, to start making something with their lives. And yeah, so today we'll just be going back to that, but also bringing in some things. But it will be more of a conversation, nothing formal, nothing like an interview or anything like that. So hope you guys enjoy. Welcome to the YouTube channel, brother.
Yeah, man, yeah. Thanks for having me back here again. I mean, last time we had a good time. That way.
Yeah, the people loved you, man.
We had a good time. I mean, yeah. So actually, like you said, the conversation, this that we have now, it will be just continuity of what we had last time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have to introduce myself again. I mean, we already did. So if people they don't know me, they can just go back to the
previous video.
The previous video that was uploaded last time, and just check me out there. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, awesome. And I know we spoke about this, and I think most young people, I think I also thought that there's a secret, that in order to make it, there's something that's missing. There's something that I need to know. There's something that is out there that I still need to know. But now I think I'm of a different opinion. I think now it's just that I need to know the right things to do and I need to do them. But it's more of action than it is about um, anything else for me now.
Yeah, man, that's true. That's true. I mean, to be honest, I mean, everything now is on public now. Everything, whatever information that you need, you can get your hands on it.
Yeah.
Like whatever, being it the way you want to enhance your skills, or if you want to, if it's just to do with education as well,
Yeah.
right? Being with your passion, whatever the case may be. I mean, like now you can just get your hands on everything. I mean, we have the platforms like this, YouTube. I mean, whatever that you need, you can just go to YouTube and search whatever that you need. I feel like the generation of today is actually blessed
Yeah.
to be having everything that we have now, and everything that we have now. I mean, that this is a blessing. I mean, our parents, they didn't have these kinds of platforms.
Yeah.
To be having access to the information that we have access to now. I mean, it's a privilege. It's a privilege. And what saddens me with having this information is that people then they don't use it. I mean, it's saddening. Having this kind of information, but people they're looking down on it. I mean, it saddens, man. To be honest, it saddens. Yeah. That's what
Yeah, I think one other thing that's there about having access to so many things that can help you, enhance you, better you, having access to so much information is, there's one thing that I think for sure, that I think Jimron says it. He says finding is reserved for the searchers, right? And I feel that people don't search anymore. People don't chase anymore, like the thrill. They don't go out there and go hunt. That is why they don't catch anything. And it's a matter of being brave enough to know that sometimes you might not catch anything, but you will surely learn something from the process. People don't, like young people anymore, like they want it easy. They want it just straightforward. But at the end of the day, there's some searching that needs to happen. There's just some searching that I believe really needs to happen within all this, because there's a lot of things, but you need to find the things that work for you, and you must work them.
That's true. That's true, man. I mean, you see, one thing about our generation and the younger generation is that we want everything to be handed to us on a silver platter. There's a problem. We don't show the hunger of going out to search for the information, right? That's what people are looking down to. I mean, for you to become the best vision of yourself or the best vision of the person that you want to become, you must go look for information. I mean, now information is like right in front of us. It's just a matter of us taking a step and go look for that information. And the nice thing about when you're in the process of looking for that information, you actually discover some of the things that you didn't know that you're capable of. Right?
Beautiful.
And in the process, you actually grow yourself again while on the way to looking for that information that you're specifically looking for. It's growth,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's growth. And by the moment you get to the information that you've been wanting or you've been looking for, looking back to where you come from, you have turned out to be the different person
Someone else.
that you never thought you'd be.
There's a friend of mine, he always says that you always aim to stretch your circumference,
Yeah.
and in the process of you trying to find out more, you end up stretching your circumference, you end up knowing more, you end up finding out things you didn't know.
It's true.
And I love the fact that you mentioned YouTube, because YouTube is one platform that's there that can teach you almost anything about anything. I mean, you want to know about money, it teaches you about money, how money works, how you can start saving, investing, how you can start doing whatever you want to do. If you are a musician, you can learn how to play instruments on YouTube. You can get teachers, you can get mentors, you can learn absolutely anything. People are starting YouTube channels out there to enhance other people's skills, to share their secrets,
That's very true.
So the secret is out, basically.
I mean, like
So
now,
yeah, it's-
let's say the secret is out, guys.
Yeah.
The secret is out, right? So yeah, man, yeah. For us, for our generation, I mean, everything is out in the public, man. Everything is out in the public. I mean, that's one thing that I wish I had realized when I was still below 20. That's one thing that I wish I had, realized that the information is out there. It's just a matter of us going out to look for the information. I mean, that's one thing that actually, but I won't put that on our parents. But if maybe our parents had known that there's an information out there, they wouldn't have like told us. I mean, like, because I believe like where I come from, I was told that the only way to be successful or the only way to make it in life is going through education.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, formal education.
Formal education,
Yeah.
formal education. I like that you mentioned formal education because of education is a broad word.
Yeah, bro.
Right. So, I mean, that's one thing that I wish I had knew when I was still young. That's not the only way to be successful in life. There's like a lot of things you can do to be successful, man. I mean, looking again, I'm gonna come back to YouTube. I'm gonna come back to the resources that we have. Everything is in the public. Whatever information that you want, you can get it. I mean, if you want to be the best photographer, you don't necessarily have to go to school.
Photography school.
Exactly. I mean, everything. These like channels that teaches about, be whatever that you want to be, right? Like the profession that you want to be. This literally everything on YouTube or like on public, man. Not only YouTube. I mean, there's a lot of resources out there. Books. I mean, there's a lot of things out there, man. If you want to know about
Workshop, seminars, there's so many things
There's so
out there
many
that we
things.
don't take advantage of. And there's this thing that you find that a workshop, a seminar is 250 for a ticket, and people will say, no, those things are expensive, those things, but still they have this thing of spending money on something else, that costs more. I think it's a matter of seeing value enough in something. It really goes back to that. But then that is
I mean, price sometimes is just a myth, man. Price sometimes is just a myth. When somebody offers something, don't just think about how pricey is that thing, but think about what comes with that price. I mean, if someone is to hold a seminar about investment, for example, investment or investing on different platforms, like, don't think about the ticket that you'll be paying to be part of that seminar, but think about the person that will come out there being, right? The information that you have got from that seminar. I mean, don't just look at the price, look at the resources that you'll be getting from around that price.
You just remind me about something. This guy, Grant Cardone, he says that when you buy a book, right, and maybe it's like a billionaire wrote the book, and you check the price. If you check the price, say for instance, the price is 250 rand, and if it's 250 rand, don't think about it. Don't make a 250 rand decision, because what you're gonna learn is from a billionaire, right? That means that the ideas you will get there are worth much more than the price on the book. So forget about the price. Forget about the price. Pay the price and figure out the rest later, because you're gonna stretch your mind to new ideas.
Exactly. I mean, bro, that's profound. That's profound. Our people are love spending on things that they actually want to learn from, and when it comes to things that they should be learning from, they cry about the price. They cry about getting that information. But if they are, I won't mention it. If they were about to spend on something else, I mean, they would jump
Yeah.
to do those certain
No,
things.
that's true.
Right?
That's true.
They will jump to do those things. Man. So sometimes you don't have to look at the price, man, but let's look at what that price comes with.
I think another thing that I thought of now is that thing of young people also taking full responsibility. You are responsible to make yourself who you want to be. You are responsible to make yourself successful. You are responsible, to become the best version of yourself. And it's because we don't take full responsibility, that is why we end up pointing fingers. That is why we're saying that I didn't succeed because the circumstances didn't favor me. I didn't succeed because I come from a poor background. I didn't succeed because my mother didn't support me. I didn't succeed because I didn't have parents. I didn't succeed because I grew up in the streets. I didn't succeed because of all these other things. And I think if we look at it that way, we'll never take full responsibility. And I think all these things we've said goes down to, are you ready to take full responsibility for your life, but more so for your success, for what you want to make out of your life? And I just think if people were to get ready for that, I think that's really life changing.
I mean, bro, that's profound, bro. That's heavy. Man. That's heavy. Bro, like I like referencing to how our parents grew up and how we growing up, right? I mean, if you don't be successful now by, let's say, the latest 35, I mean, it's all on you. It's
That's
all on
true.
you. I mean, now, okay, the reason our parents, they became to the people that they are today is because of maybe what they went through, apartheid, right? But now we don't have excuses. We don't have excuses now. If you can't go to varsity, there's a lot of things to be successful instead of just going to varsity. Like we're saying, the resources.
People even go to university and they don't become successful because of university.
Exactly. They don't even become successful through their professions.
Yeah.
Some just go to university, then they just take their professions and put it on the wall. They don't become successful through their professions.
Yeah.
Some even drop out from varsity to do something else that had nothing to do with what they were studying.
I think what university does, or what that environment does, is that it just opens your mind.
That's true.
That's something I cannot take away. If someone who didn't go to study sometimes, wouldn't know what someone went to study knows, because of the exposure.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take away the fact that it doesn't mean you won't be successful.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're not somebody. It doesn't mean that,
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. I mean, when you're talking about the environment, you actually remember something. I like to quote. There's a saying that says, there's a saying that says, your surrounding really shape your perception, your inspiration, and your implementation. Right? I mean, when you're in varsity, there's a lot of activities going around you, right? You get inspired by the environment that you are in, and then it becomes easy for you to implement because of the inspiration that you are carrying on the environment that you are in, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, your environment really shape the person that you actually can become, right? And the way you actually implement things there, the person that you check out, to become. So yeah.
But yeah, man, I think we touched on a few things there. I think one is that you have access to things. We have access to information as young people. Two is that we need to use those things that we have access to enhance ourselves. And three, let's take full responsibility, like, for our lives, man. Let's take full responsibility for our lives, because no one is gonna save us. Absolutely no one is gonna save
You're
us.
the only person that can save yourself, man. You don't want to be turning 30, then you haven't achieved most of the things that you wanted to achieve. Then looking back to all the time that you had, I mean, you regret. I mean, like, there's nothing as turning to a certain level where you should have been successful, but only looking back to regret all the things that you did. That's really sad, man.
Regret is something very bad. I woke up today with regret. I woke up with regret that I woke up late. I hate waking up late. And I'd rather face the pain of discipline than the pain of regret. I saw that somewhere, and let's not live a life of regret. Let's just not live a life of regret as young people, as young as we are. Let's live a life that we'll be proud of. When we sleep at night, we'll know that we did our best. We worked our way, and we took the opportunities that came our way, and we did our best.
Exactly. The life that our kids will be proud of what we became. The life of the way that we have paved for our kids. Now, each and every time when I want to do some things and I tend to relax, I always think about the person that I'm going to bring in this world. I don't want them to get it out of the mud like I'm getting it now. I want them to get it on a smooth path, right? That's why I'm existing now. I'm existing for a reason, so that I can pave the way for them. Every time when I think of doing something, I always think about the people, the kids that I'm going to bring in this world. It's very important. It's not just about you anymore. You are existing for a reason. You are alive now for a reason. You have a purpose to serve. Go and look out for that purpose. Don't always be comfortable. Get out of your comfort zone to be the best version of yourself. Go out there and change people's life. Go out there and touch lives, man. It's not all about you anymore. It's about the people that you can change. It's about the life that you can touch. It's not just about you anymore.
What else can I say? Thank you so much, guys.
So don't forget to click the subscribe button, and don't forget to like. And also, for us to improve, for him actually, because that's my channel, for him to improve the content that he's bringing to you guys should comment there and like, and just put your thoughts on the comment section.
Thank you so much, guys. You said it all.
Thank you.
Cheers.